Alright, Shockmeister fans. Anthropophag, I don't know. I'm gonna call it the Grim Reaper. Let's check it out. Anthropophagus. The movie starts with a Greek couple on a beach. And she runs into a little trouble. She was trying to climb onto this little boat that she found, and something seemed to pull her under. And Mr. Greek Man is oblivious. But he's not oblivious now, motherfucker. We got a couple of couples going to an island, and that's Tisa Farrow. She plays Julie. She's going to join them. Apparently they're going to go visit the friends of one of them.
100 miles up the coast.
Well, I don't see any reason not to include that island on our little hop, huh?
It's kind of strange that there's no boat service tour from it, though.
Actually, it isn't all that strange. For many
So they take a boat ride. One of them has some tarot cards, and she predicted doom and gloom.
The others are still asleep. It's not much longer to the island, is it?
Well, if the wind comes up a little, we should be there in a couple of hours.
This one woman, Maggie, is pregnant. And she turns her ankle.
Oh, my ankle.
So she's going to stay behind on the boat.
It's more like a ghost town than anything. Well, Julie did say it was quiet here. Hey, is there anyone here? Not a soul around. Speaking of souls.
Strange that nobody's there, but they do see one woman.
There's a woman there. So there is somebody around here. Come on.
So they go inside this house and they find a body. I don't get this scene. This guy stayed behind with Maggie. He's going to get some fresh seawater so she can soak her foot. And then somehow he falls in. So Maggie pulls up the bucket himself when the dude disappears. Again, I don't know how he fell, but somehow his head ended up in the bucket. The guys go out back to the boat, and they find that the boat is drifted away.
Of course, that's what happened. In the morning, the boat will be right back here on shore.
So they go back to town, but right under their nose, apparently they can't hear or look to the right, there's Maggie. And something's dragging her. So they end up staying at this house. I think this is the house of the friends of one of them. But the friends aren't there. Watch this.
Here, kitty.
Not the kitty. Stabbed in the back, but he's okay.
I can smell him. The second he comes, I'm the only one who knows when he's coming.
The stabber
I'm
was
never wrong.
her,
I know by the smell.
Henrietta.
How do you know that, Rita?
Rita. She is the daughter of the friends.
Carol might be in love with me, but she can never give me what I need in a woman.
Why? What are you looking for that's so special?
I don't know how to say it.
Well, Carol didn't like hearing that her man likes Julie more than her.
What are you doing?
So she locks her in a cemetery.
Open this gate.
Although it is a creepy atmosphere, literally nothing happens to her in that cemetery, and she simply finds a way out. So because she's blind, Rita can sense things with smell and everything better. And she said she could smell the death on the man when he's around. And uh-oh, that's our Anthropophagus. George Eastman. Rita screams, he comes back to help. And our Anthropophagus takes a bite.
He was killed by a human being's bite. That is the truth. But it can only be some poor and sick wretch. And we have to kill him before he gets to us.
So they go to this villa somewhere. They now know that they want to kill the Anthropophagus. I just love saying Anthropophagus. Remember that one woman they did find earlier, or see earlier? That's her.
I don't know. Something horrible is happening.
Look at that family photo. That's George Eastman, our Anthropophagus. Diary holds some clues.
I think I can read something.
There have been many deaths. Now in the village, they're talking about the monster. The tourists are leaving the island, but he goes on murdering. The police have come, but there's nothing they can do to him. I've hidden the body.
Anyway, a couple of guys start exploring the island. They find these catacombs or something with tons and tons of bodies that look hundreds of years old. But they also find a fresh one, a live one, Maggie. Then the Anthropophagus shows up.
Leave us alone. We haven't done anything to you. Please, go away.
We have a flashback. Apparently our Anthropophagus was with his wife and they were stranded at sea.
He's our son.
He's dead, Marta. He's dead. He's eaten. I will survive through it.
I won't let you touch him. He's our son.
So did he eat his son? Did he eat his wife? Well, he stabs the dude, now he's going after Maggie. Well, the infamous scene. He kills Maggie. She's pregnant, remember, so he reaches into her cooter and pulls out a meal. We don't see exactly what happened to Carol, but we do see the aftermath. I think she got bit. So then our Anthropophagus chases Julie and Henrietta, Rita. They were hiding in the attic, but the Anthropophagus went up to the roof and it reached in. And he's going to have himself a little dinner. Well, Julie hits him in the leg with a pickaxe and he falls off the roof. Rita falls too, but she's dead. Julie goes outside to the well. Don't look down the well. Anthropophagus! Anyway, the rope saved her and she's able to climb out of there with the Anthropophagus in hot pursuit. Anyway, she was about to get killed, and then this handsome fellow with a pickaxe shows up and plunges it into the belly of the Anthropophagus. With his guts spilling out into his own hands, the only thing the Anthropophagus can do with his last breath is to eat himself. And that's our movie. Alright, let's talk about this movie. Anthropophagus. That's how it's pronounced. Anthropophagus. How did I figure that out? Well, if you go on YouTube, you'll find several videos explaining how to pronounce Anthropophagus. So there you go. The word actually is a real word. It means something about some mythical Greek creature or something, or a race of creatures that would just cannibalize and eat people. Not necessarily zombies, just flesh eaters. They weren't quite human, though, either. I don't know. Anyway, the movie itself, directed by Joe D'Amato and stars George Eastman. I think they did a lot of collaborations together. I think, did they do Porno Holocaust? And that other one I reviewed a while back. Anyway, so a bunch of people are going to this island. I'm not exactly sure why they're going, but they get to this island and they find it almost deserted. And however, they do see this woman on the island, but they can't really track her down. But they find the daughter. I guess they actually are going to meet a family that they know, and they find the daughter of that family, and she's like freaking out, and she actually stabs one of them. Doesn't hurt, doesn't kill him though. But then her name is Henrietta or Rita, and then she's blind. But she says there's some sort of death in this town. There's somebody who smells like death, and it turns out that is the Anthropophagus, played by George Eastman. I think that was her father, who is now the Anthropophagus. I don't know exactly what went on in this town, why everybody's gone. But anyway, this guy George Eastman is wandering around. He's not quite human. I don't know what exactly he is, some sort of monster type thing, and he's eating people or taking bites out of people and such. You have a couple memorable scenes here where there's a pregnant woman, Maggie. He drags her away to some catacombs somewhere, and later on, she's pregnant. He pulls out, he kills her, and then he pulls out, he goes up her cooter there and pulls out the womb, pulls it out and bites into it. Pretty gruesome, but cool. I hadn't seen that one before. The last scene in the movie, when they've got one survivor left, Julie, she's being chased by the Anthropophagus, and she falls down a well. She gets out of there, but the Anthropophagus is chasing her, and then some handsome guy shows up and hits the Anthropophagus with a pickaxe in his stomach, and then his guts start spilling out, and the Anthropophagus, in his dying moments, starts biting his own guts, his intestines and stuff, and then he collapses. End of movie. Now, they made a sequel to this, although I don't know, was it quite a sequel, but called Absurd. I think it came out a year later. I basically had the same cast and same plot, but I don't know if it was an official sequel or not. But anyway, that's Anthropophagus. Now, I had seen this once before under the title of The Grim Reaper. That's how it was released on VHS in this country. Saw it maybe 20, 21, 22 years ago. Hadn't seen it since. Didn't remember anything about it. But that cover art there is kind of what was on the Grim Reaper box. This is allegedly an uncut version. It had a couple of really good scenes. It has been released on Blu-ray now, as you can see. Now, I have it on this collection here that Severin put out with Anthropophagus and Absurd, which I'll be watching next too. Now, for some reason, this collection, this little box set here, 2-movie box set, is like $60, $80 or so. I don't know why it's so sought after or so expensive. Because I think you can get these separately, but I don't know if these are something special in this box collection. I don't know, but whatever, right? So anyway, I'll leave a link down below if you want to pick this up. Let me know what you think about Anthropophagus, the Grim Reaper. It's I enjoyed it, actually. Pretty good. A couple little nude scenes thrown in, and a lot of gore. Some pretty good gore in this movie. So check it out. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think about it. It's called The Grim Reaper, otherwise known as Savage Island, which is what the title screen here was, or, of course, Anthropophagus. Watch it. Bye.